Hey, just want to talk a little bit about minstrels and the whole ministry of being a minstrel and how it is different than a worship leader. There can be worship leaders who are also minstrels, but I want to talk about what the real ministry is, where God is calling up his people who understand the preparation that he has put into them as carriers of the gospel and carriers of the truth and disciplers through music. So it's not just a matter of leading worship and people coming into the presence of God and into the things of the Spirit in an ecclesia, gathering of his people. And that is a wonderful thing. But it is also a ministry where we reach out. So there can be an element of evangelism and also a real element of discipleship. So where it talks in the Bible about gathering together and sharing songs, hymns, spiritual songs, that we share them together to encourage the body, to encourage maturity, and to build up the body, to bring in, words through the music that will hit people's hearts with the message that the Holy Spirit is bringing. So it's much more than just a heart worship. There is actually a teaching element in this as well, a sharing element, even a preaching element through the songs. And this is a very powerful way to bring the word of the Lord to people. I've experienced it way back in the 90s when I was coordinating teams of young people. We were going around Australia to areas and encouraging the brethren and doing outreach using music, and we also use drama and puppets and other things to communicate the gospel and to encourage the people in those places. And it was very powerful because we would be in a position where we could do this even in fairly mainline churches that weren't used to doing anything very radical. And we found that it was a very accessible way of bringing the Holy Spirit and encouragement on such a deep level to people who weren't really used to it, who maybe were more cerebral, intellectual in their understanding and their spirituality, and helping them to receive on a deeper level in their spirits where they may not have been so accustomed to. They may not be normally in a setting where that happens, like they may not ever go to a charismatic or Pentecostal event, but that they would be open to receiving in this way from, people just sharing their music. So I want to just give you this little taste of what I want to be sharing about over a period of time, more and more about these things. I'd like to stimulate discussion. I want to hear from those who have the same heart, that know that you have been prepared by God in this way as well. And maybe you didn't know how to go about moving in this gifting that you are prepared in. And I want to encourage you that there are others like us that are, have the same heart, the same calling, and that we can encourage each other in how the Lord is going to use us in these days to come. So this is just the start. So please comment and contact me if you feel that you're on the same page, and let's talk about it.